Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am your boy Nitro Penguin. Before we get into this, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Even just to share is super helpful. Thank you. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Oh boy, Fortnite, it's just not fun getting wrecked by some crazy builder, boring, blah blah blah. And I understand that. This is how the game mostly used to be, and even I was getting frustrated with it. But right now, I think Fortnite is in one of the best places it's ever been, and here are 5 reasons why. Skill-based matchmaking. That's right, Epic Games made a bold move by implementing a soft skill rating to all players, which is separate from their competitive rank. So whether you are in a competitive game mode or not, you will be playing against players that are about the same skill level as you. This means you will no longer get washed by some sweat who's poured hundreds of hours into the game and just builds the Taj Mahal in your face in 0.2 seconds and you're dead. This allows matches to be more enjoyable, gives players a chance to increase their skills linearly, all while still providing a fun and challenging experience. You still want that victory royale, and you have to earn it, but it isn't an impossibility like it was before. Multiple game modes. Fortnite has a wide variety of game modes with the rules and objectives of the match changing, sometimes pretty drastically. These modes serve as an excellent form of practice, warm-up, or just a good way to let off some steam. One of these modes, which is now permanent, is the Team Rumble, which is essentially a team deathmatch with respawns. This makes for a great way to practice with weapons or building techniques you might not be good at without any real danger. If someone kills you, you just respawn and go back to your own business, no big deal. There are also modes like Solid Gold, which makes it so only legendary weapons spawn, essentially eliminating the complaint of, I only get trash loot. There's Close Encounters as well, which forces you into close quarter combat with shotguns and jetpacks, among many more game modes that give players a different option than just playing the Battle Royale all day. In these limited time modes, we have also seen collaborations such as Fortnite x Avengers or Fortnite x Star Wars, both of which again just make the game a lot more fun and laid back than it typically was in just the Battle Royale mode. Rebooting in duos or squads. Everyone will say, Apex did it first, and you're right, they did, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Fortnite now has it too. Get thirsted by some noob and don't want to look at a screen for 12 minutes just to see your buddies get clapped and placed fourth? Well, now you can be brought back and get right back into the action. This increases the odds of winning a match dramatically, especially if your team had a bad or unlucky drop and 1 or 2 of you can revive the rest. Again, this makes the game more fun for everyone because no one wants to be in a party just spectating when they could be kicking ass with their friends. Being able to bring a teammate back also takes off some of the load from players who play with randoms or have friends that die often and then require a hard carry, which can be a lot of pressure. Bare bones state of the game. Since our last big event and the start of Fortnite Season 2, the game has been in a very bare bones state, which I think makes it perfect for jumping into. If I'm remembering correctly, it was after Season 7 that things went really crazy with things like planes, ballers, Kevin, mechs, slipstreams, rifts, Kevin, transformations, crazy zones on the map, Kevin, it was madness. All of that is gone now, and honestly a bit more. Currently, the 2 fastest modes of transportation are swimming with the current or taking a boat. This is a very limited number of options and both have major risk inherent in them, which has slowed the game down a bit, but leveled out some of the wild effects of all the changes that had been made before. Weapon variety is roughly the same as before, although their balance has been tweaked and there aren't as many special items as before, such as Rift-to-Goes, Storm Flips, Zappers, etc. This means you don't need to master some crazy number of guns or variations of guns. You don't need to worry about carrying 18 overpowered items in 5 item slots. You can have a pretty balanced loadout and know how everything roughly works just jumping into the game a few times. Quick little edit. While I was producing this video, Edit has re-released launch pads, so those are back in the game and they just add an extra layer of mobility, which is something that the game really needed, I felt like, which just makes the case for playing Fortnite even more. Competitive. Honestly, I don't think there is a game where I am as incentivized to get to a decent competitive level in skill as I am with Fortnite. This is because of the competitive system along with their tournaments, which are held weekly and allow you to put your skills to the test, and if you do well enough, there are cash prizes. What's crazy to me about this is that Fortnite/Epic itself is doing this instead of the big tournament platforms like Major League Gaming or Game Battles. I don't know about you guys, but I could use an extra couple $100 here and there, and if I can get consistent enough to place in a cash receiving spot, then I'll be set. Now, I know what you're thinking. No man, you probably gotta be crazy good for that to even win any money. Now, this is true to a certain extent because you need to have a certain skill tier in order to even compete in the tournaments, but once you are available to compete in it, then it's a free-for-all and your placement just depends on your performance. After you've qualified for these, it all rests on you to come up with a game plan that suits your style of playing and work on it to increase your consistency. Maybe this means you land somewhere remote and try to live for as long as possible while racking up survival points. Maybe you land somewhere heavily populated and try to go for a high kill game and get a ton of points. Regardless, I believe if you get into a good rhythm and are reviewing yourself critically to improve, you will be placing for cash in no time. Well guys, that wraps up this video. If you enjoyed, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If those are too much work for you, even sharing can be a major help. And give me some feedback if possible, if you like this kind of video or this kind of content, so I can keep making it for you guys and improving on it. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.